Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good, thanks. Thanks so much for hanging today.
Yeah, of course. This was pretty pretty exciting. Couldn't have come at a better time for me. Everything's well with you?
Everything's good here. Yeah, it's a nice day in Nashville today, and well, in my little music room at home here, getting ready to head out next week for some headlining dates here in the States. So just kind of getting ready and getting set for the rest of the month.
You do have lots that is coming up for the next couple of months here. Lots of shows. You're kicking off in Nashville there, and then heading out to more shows across the U.S. and then the U.K. even opening for Reba and George Strait.
Yeah, I'm freaking out. Just complete heroes to me, and such important voices, I think, in the fabric of the foundation of country music. So I'm so excited to watch their shows and to watch and learn from them, and just excited to go to those shows purely as a fan, never mind
Yeah.
like getting to play. I can't wait.
Have you met them before?
I met Reba at the CMT Awards a few years ago, literally passing in a hallway. She was like, "Hi." I was like, "Hi." So cool. So I'm really looking forward to getting to hopefully see her again. But I have not met George Strait yet. So crossing my fingers for that too.
Yeah, that must have come as a huge surprise.
Definitely, yes.
I want to go back a little bit to the ending of last year. So at the end of November was the CCMA Awards in London, and you performed there and you took home the award for Lemonade Stand for Album of the Year, and then third consecutive win for Female Vocalist of the Year. That's pretty cool.
So crazy. I'm hearing you say that and I'm like, wow, that actually happened, which is wild. So it was so amazing to get to be all together at the CCMAs again and to be in person. I feel like was such really crazy timing, honestly, with the way the world has shifted again. And I'm really grateful that we were able to do that, and to get to feel that album and that window of my life where I wrote those songs and shared them, to feel that, lifted up by the peers and the Canadian country music family, just really meant so much to me. So I had a blast. It was so fun to get to be there at CCMA celebrating all that.
Yeah, and that was like a full audience and everything, Canadians singing along to your song. I enjoyed that, of course. But then also too, shortly after, you went on tour very briefly right across Canada with Tim and the Glory Boys. And you ended like right before Christmas. So they kept you moving.
Yeah.
And then I also saw you as part of that at the Opera House in Toronto. So you went from like this huge venue to like smaller and more intimate.
Yes. Oh, I love that you were there. That was such a special night. And honestly, that tour was such a dream. I didn't really know what to expect walking into that. That was my first time getting to do a headlining tour where we weren't the ones opening up for somebody. And it was just such a dream. I still can't get over how everyone knew the music and that everybody was singing along. And it was so special to me to share those moments together in really cool clubs and kind of the more intimate environment. I love that kind of a show. So it was really amazing, and I'm so glad everyone came out, and I hope they had the best time, and dreaming about goals and visions for this next year. I really am excited and hoping that the adventures take us back to get to do another tour in Canada, because it was by far the highlight of my year. So looking forward to more of that very soon.
Can you share with me a fun offstage memory that you have with Tim and the Glory Boys while you were out on that tour?
Oh, yes. Well, so actually, right before the tour started, we were all still hanging at CCMAs, and after the award show, Sony Canada, which were both signed to, hosted a little hotel get together, and I got a lesson on how to properly open champagne, and which was kind of terrifying, I think, for everyone in the room that I was potentially aiming at, including Tim and the Glory Boys. So they were all there, and we made a toast to the start of the tour and to CCMAs. It was such a great way to kick it all off, and loved getting to know those guys. And their show is so great. Everybody just completely loved and adored them, including me. So it was so cool to have them be a part of that.
Great. So we are close in age, and our hair is super long, same color roughly.
Yeah.
I met you after the CCMAs very briefly. We're both short.
Yes, we are. I love
it. We also have one more thing in common. Empty, naked.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
And that brings me to our next topic here, and that's your brand new song. When's it going to happen?
Yes. Oh, thank you for relating to it. I'm glad we're standing together in this. It's good.
Yes, and we're not spring chickens anymore. We're still young, but kind of looking at the time here going,
I know, right? It's a very human thing to kind of, I don't know, the fear of the unknown. And I'm very much at the season of my life where it feels like most of my friends are married or have found their person. And it definitely is a human thing to kind of question and wonder when it's going to happen to us. And I think society really paints these timelines. We grow up thinking by a certain age or by a certain point in our lives, this is what it's supposed to look like. And the truth is real life looks like whatever we want it to look like and can very much look different and still be so beautiful and awesome with whatever that is. As I was writing this song, kind of channeling the emotions and the honest parts and sometimes the hard parts of being single, sometimes I really wanted to pair the music to be this sort of uplifting vibe that would be able to be like, hey, I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. And so my hope with the song was to be able to share it and that anybody else who feels the same way could turn it up in their PJs with their wine and just be like, yes, me too. So I'm so glad that people have been relating to this song already. And it means the world to me to kind of all be celebrating that window in our lives right now that everybody goes through at some point. Cheers to that.
Yes, absolutely. That's something that, does weigh on my mind. And I try not to because our generation is so much different than the generations before us. So we can't compare ourselves to that. And everybody's journey, like you said, like lots of your friends are married and stuff like that. A lot of mine are in long-term relationships. That it's okay. We have to accept that it's okay. And we're our harshest critics.
Yes, we are. You're so right. The voices in our heads that are like, freaking out or are the hardest on ourselves, I think are very much our own. So I think you're right. It's super important to kind of lift those off and to enjoy the part of our lives right now that we're in. I think that there's so much to celebrate about that. So it's good to kind of remember that in the moments when we're really feeling not like celebrating.
Yes. I want to talk about the music video for that because I think it's kind of unique. You're singing and playing your guitar and you're pacing back and forth in front of this window and it's like all white. Tell me about the symbolism in that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I wanted the capture to feel really reflective and kind of pensive and to kind of capture the right emotion and vulnerability of that song. And I think the window is a good symbol of the light that still kind of comes in through that season of our lives. The fact that it's sort of an open, clean slate, like every day is a bit of a new adventure in that sense. And you never really know when it could happen.
And I noticed you can't see through that window.
That's cool. Yeah, well said. That's true.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go here. I want to say one more thing. Tomorrow's your birthday.
That's true. It is.
Happy early birthday, 28.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Alexa.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Oh, I'm going to grab some dinner with a few friends and hang out with my sweet pup and celebrate another trip around the sun. So glad to get to be here and I'm looking forward to the year ahead.
Good. Keeping nice and positive.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
So great to chat with you. Thank you so much for lifting up the song and wishing you a great rest of your day and your year ahead too.